Weed seeds are a major component of foreign material in harvested soybeans and can be problematic for exports. Preventing weed seeds from getting into the soybeans in the first place starts where they originate, on the farm. Managing weeds starts long before the crop is planted. The first step in managing weeds is to develop a thorough and resilient weed control strategy. The plan must be detailed and yet flexible to allow producers to adapt as weather and other factors stray from the expected. Before a plan can be developed, farmers need a clear understanding of the weed species present in each field. An understanding of the biology of the weed species in respective fields will help producers identify specific weed management tools. Critical information for developing an effective weed management plan includes knowing the spatial distribution of weeds in each field. Are the weeds everywhere or confined to a small area? Have herbicide resistance issues been noted in the past? What is the timing of emergence or emergence patterns? Are important weeds annuals or perennials? Next, farmers can begin to select the appropriate tools to tackle weed control. That process often begins by selecting soybean varieties based on company or the herbicide resistance package. While this may not be the best overall strategy for weed control, we understand that this is today's reality. Farmers can select from conventional soybeans without herbicide resistance or traded soybeans that are available with a wide range of herbicide resistance packages. After herbicide resistance packages are selected for a specific field, producers can begin to develop a production system, including weed control measures to most effectively and efficiently produce a crop. While a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't apply to weed management, planting herbicide-tolerant soybeans will offer multiple chemical options to the farmer and can bring greater flexibility in their weed management plan. A recent stakeholder survey by University of Minnesota Extension revealed that in 2020, only 8% of soybean growers intended to plant conventional soybeans, or soybeans without any herbicide-tolerant traits. Some recently approved varieties show tolerance to multiple herbicides and that allow for multiple herbicides to be utilized to control a variety of weeds, or weeds at various crop or weed growth stages. With additional choice comes complexities around additional record keeping required to ensure that the proper product is utilized with the correct soybean variety. Mix-ups are both common and costly. A multi-tactic weed management approach is proven to be very effective for slowing down the evolution of herbicide resistance and disrupting the weed adaptation. The goal of this multi-tactic approach is to include several weed management tools, such as tillage, cover crops, row spacing, and herbicides to maximize weed control and reduce the weed seed bank effectively. There are numerous weed control strategies available, although when used individually, these tools do not produce effective results. Simply changing planting dates or planting in narrow rows may make the crops more competitive against weeds, but these tactics alone will not give you satisfactory weed control. But combining tactics can be a powerful approach for weed control.
Over the years, we have learned that the diversification is the key to success when developing a sustainable weed management plan. And there is no new herbicide sites of action in the market for more than 30 years. And if the problem of herbicide-resistant weeds are addressed with only herbicide, the evolution will most likely win. So we need to follow the path of integrated weed management. So the phrase, many little hammers, was introduced to describe how multiple weed management tactics, even if they're less effective when used alone, can have powerful combined impact. Also, it provides insurance if one of these tactics fails. So it minimizes the risk of crop failures to weeds. Example of these tactics could be tillage, row spacing, planting dates, cover cropping, or harvest weed seed control. So the basic idea behind this approach is not to replace the big hammer, that is your herbicide, but to steward that limited herbicide resources.
Although developing a weed control strategy may sound complicated, employing these practices year after year makes it less challenging. Farmers must be ready to adapt to changes in the weed spectrum, in weed biology, the environment, and changes in traits and products. Weed management isn't an overwhelming task. An effective strategy is necessary because there's no easy button in weed control.